Hello, everybody. It's Eric.
And Adam.
And today is Friday. Woo! Today, we're discussing something that this is it's a video that we went back and forth a lot on. Should we make it? Should we not? And in the spirit of being honest and transparent and open with everybody, as far as like putting ourselves out there and hoping that people who follow along might relate, just know that you're not the only one out there, because I'm sure that we are not on this particular subject.
I know for a fact that we're not. I'm sure you can tell by the title of the video, but today is kind of our experience with being bullied by our own family. A lot of it is because of the environment the whole world is in right now. And I have texted one of my childhood besties, and she can completely relate to this because, yeah, it's just the environment of the world has like completely changed the dynamics of people and or relationships everywhere, and it is crazy. It is so crazy. And what is like what really boggles my mind with what is happening with relationships because of what is happening in the world is that like the people that are supposed to love you unconditionally, your families, it always seems like there's so many conditions for them to love you. And so it's become even more apparent in where we're at in the world right now. It's just like, and everything has just become so like political, and like respect has gone out the window. It is insane. It is insane. And like for what? Just so like these people can like think that they're standing on the right side of politics or something, but like no, it shouldn't even be about politics. It should be about like.
And it's really interesting because we have an understanding of how both sides, or whatever your beliefs are, we respect people's thoughts and we respect their way of living. So, and we know that a lot of what we say or discuss with them won't change their views and thoughts. So we try to live our lives as far as what we believe and to protect our family and the ones that are close next to us. And when you have other people who are on the other side who think they're doing the same thing and they're not, because they are pushing their agenda on you. I actually just don't have discussions with people who don't believe the same thing as me, because I'm like, we're never going to agree. We're just agree to disagree. Let's move on with our lives. And let's try to be civil, and let's try to understand both of our positions and go from there. And the situation that happened that we're in is that they don't respect what our beliefs are. And even though I'm like, okay, you believe that, that's great and everything, I may disagree, but I'm not going to scold you on it. I'm not going to make you feel bad for it. I'm not going to be like, it's wrong, because I know that my effort in trying to convince you or change your views is not going to be worth it, because it's happened so much that I've had discussions with people about politics and why people view things a different way, and it never gets anywhere except maybe, great, we've talked about it and now we still understand that we both feel something different. So, and we're not on purpose trying to be vague about this, but I would rather not bring names or people into it because it's a private thing, but I just we just felt like it was necessary to talk about because it's a very real thing. And what's going on in the world, not only just with, the current situation, but also politically, it is amazing how it's just put people against each other,
Mm-hmm.
loved ones, family members. It's just like put this wall up. And it's something that has never happened before this last political
Change?
change.
Yeah,
And it's sad. It's really, really
it
sad
is.
because before that, we had differences. And once a certain someone got into office, it's changed dynamics like crazy. Like all of a sudden, I feel like the other side thinks it's okay to
Belittle people?
be mean
Oh,
and bully and belittle. And it's shocking. It's I don't understand where all of a sudden this mentality of pride
entitlement.
and yeah, where all of a sudden this is coming from.
People have gotten meaner,
Yeah, yeah,
I think. People have just gotten meaner in society.
yeah,
And like, hello, now family members are like belittling and like completely throwing love and respect and just being selfish. And I can see this video being like really like tons of thumbs downs because it's so political.
yeah,
And half of the people are probably on the other side.
yeah. Which is
But
fine. We're totally fine with that.
yeah,
Like we get it. Like you believe in certain beliefs and that's fine. But when it starts to hurt people
yeah,
and break down relationships that of family members, it's just
it's sad.
it's
Like,
really sad
is it
because
worth it?
it's not just us, it's the girls too. It's really hard to come back and forgive people
And pretend like everything's okay
when
when
words have been
yeah,
spoken or texted in this case that you can't forget.
yeah,
And when things have been said and things have been done and there has been no apology and it's just like and now it's like, "Oh, nothing happened." I'm like, "No, I remember that what you said, and I probably will never forget."
this is
And it's really sad,
yeah.
and I really hope people aren't going through it, but I hope that the people who are watching this, who are having these thoughts about other people, don't act on it
Just take a step
and
back.
just take a step back,
Like,
remember who your family is and why they're there and why they're your family,
and how to treat family. My
and
God.
remember that just because they're your family doesn't mean that you can talk to them in a negative way because, oh, they're family, they'll get it, we'll come back, it's family, we'll always love each other. That's not necessarily true.
I'll say a couple of things. So, I kind of touched base on this in the mental health video that I posted on Monday, but I was saying how like I felt really, really alone, and this kind of ties into that because I was like, oh, I don't have family. I just have like my few ride or die besties type of thing. But like it kind of ties into that video, like when I was like, oh yeah, I felt really alone. Like this is kind of like ties into that. Also, I will say this is so incredibly vague that everyone is probably just scratching their heads like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
To put it in a nutshell and to like give you a little bit less vagueness and more of a summary of the situation, we were contacted over the summer via text. Um, and it was belittling Eric. It was ripping him to shreds about his life choices concerning the current environment and also potentially placing the blame on me and just saying like things that we have done are like basically ruining people, and like our choices that we make as far as the current situation in the world is like destroying things. And we were taken back a little bit because
A lot of
at the
it.
a lot of it, yeah, a lot of it, because at the end of the day, our main focus is our girls' health and safety. So like that, and I think as parents, that's our responsibility. For that to be our reason for making choices, and for that to be the reason why people have a problem, is mind blowing, especially family members.
And if you have an issue, don't like pick up the phone and have a conversation. Like resolve it. Get your feelings out. Talk about it.
When I told you in the conversation we had, where like it was my change in a positive way, I told you in that conversation that I needed to feel seen, I needed to feel heard, and I needed to feel loved. And so, like, and I think that reigns true to this whole scenario. Like, to
Yeah.
push people away even more, we're already social distancing. We're already
No.
isolated and separated and all this stuff. And to push people away more because of politics or disagreements or something, it is like, oh my God, like, are we not past this as human beings? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like we've reverted back
Yeah,
because both of us have already gone through this with family as far as trying to be accepted and trying to be honest with who we are. And
you're talking gay thing now?
yeah, like
Yeah.
coming out, like that in itself took
Oh, and
so much courage from both of us. And
we still face that in our
oh,
families though. Like,
well, yeah, 100%.
but
Like some people in our family believe that marriage is between a man and a woman and didn't come to our wedding. And, like we remember those instances. Like I get what they're saying and why they did it, and I respect for them. There was one person in particular who flat out told me, I love you, but I'm not coming to your wedding because I don't believe in this. And I almost respected that because this person was honest and upfront and kind of told us. I don't really care about his decision because I do think that it's incorrect. And he missed out on an amazing, awesome day where
our
so many
wedding was
memories were
so good.
made. Um, but it's just like, I think the purpose of this video is just to shed some light on this because I definitely think this is happening with many people. And in our community, the LGBTQIA community, we always say we choose our family.
Chosen family.
It's our chosen family
Yeah.
because our family, our blood family,
Sometimes doesn't love
just,
like a family should.
well, they just don't understand because they're not in our
That
shoes.
goes
They
into
don't,
love.
well, exactly. It couldn't be more true now
Yeah.
because
There's a reason why
we are
we
really choosing our family
put a
now.
focus on
And
our chosen family, because we already get it from society enough.
you know,
So the last thing we need is to be surrounded by family that like doesn't love us like they should, type of thing, you know?
if you feel so strongly about something that you are about to send a message to somebody that will hurt them. I mean, there is no way that this person read that text and said, "This'll be fine to send. They'll be happy and okay." And they'll respond with smiley faces and say, "Great, let's talk it out." Like, it was such a hurtful message that it was shocking. And
One like
family and friends don't talk to each other like that.
how they villainized you
Yeah,
and then partially me, but mostly you.
mostly me.
And if we were to ever go to them and be like, you're a bully, they would be like, no, we're the victim.
Yep.
Like, no, you literally like drug Eric through the mud for being a good father. What? Like,
Yeah. And
where's
especially when you're talking to a parent and you bring children in and say negative things about the situation, that's not going to end well.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to keep up with the vagueness.
I know. I know. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But, I have so much to be happy for. I have an amazing husband. I have two amazing little girls. And
Preach.
I I couldn't be happier right now. So if you don't want to be a part of that happiness, then that's on you. But if you do, then all you have to do is respect and love and be kind, and you can be a part of it.
Maybe these people can change.
I mean, it's possible, but it's now been since end of July,
4
and we're
months.
talking
Oh my God. No,
end of
3
October.
months. 3 months.
Yeah, and there's been no mention, there's been no talk about it.
Why are things so taboo?
I can
in
bring it up,
families?
but I
It wouldn't get anywhere.
no, I
That's why
honestly,
you haven't. And I think I've told you that numerous times.
yeah.
Because I think you were thinking about communicating back, and I'm like, with their mindset, it's just going to make things worse. Like, nothing can be said to change this person's mind.
And I'm not the one that like did it.
Right.
And if you don't know what you did, that's a bigger issue. That is a much bigger issue.
I'm so sorry to everyone watching this and just trying to keep up with what's happening.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just hurtful AF when your family is not family. I don't know.
We love you all, and you are our family because we, beyond the like trolls, we have felt nothing but love and respect from everyone out there, and you have all lifted us up and our family up.
Oh my gosh.
So
And can
it's
we just
funny that we
say,
can.
like, how excited and happy we were to, like, so once we relaunched our YouTube again, this past week, like, even just hanging out in the premieres and just seeing like so many familiar faces and
Yep.
names and all this stuff, it was like a family reunion. We love it. So
Yeah, because we definitely missed everybody,
yeah.
and it's nice. It's like, when you have those really good friends and time has passed and you're like, you talk to them and it's like no time has passed. That's
Mm-hmm.
kind of how it felt.
Mm-hmm.
So we just picked up where we left off, basically.
Yay,
But
team!
yay, we
well,
can
let's
do
do
it.
it together at least.
Can we do
Yay,
it? Yes, we
team!
can.
Oh,
I don't know why.
Bob the Builder. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an icon. So
But we love you all, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
3.
3.